I wanted to look and see who else was suffering the same experience. So looking online, calling, the email correspondence, the dealing with the DOL, dealing with the DOT, trying to put the two together, trying to reason with people that I met with, extremely frustrating. We received a notice from the Good to Go that a car that we used to own, this is a car that we had sold 5 years ago, was, went through and here's a bill to pay this. Both my kids, who are now 30 and 26, learned to drive in this car, the family car, the family wagon. It hasn't been registered to anybody in the family for, at least 2 years, if not 3 years. So we received the notice. I got through to the Good to Go and I said, well, obviously, this is going to be an easy thing to rectify. They're referencing the VIN number, so I should just be able to call. I said, look, here you have a tag. Your scanner reads the tags. It doesn't read the VIN number. And the license plate tag shows that, of course, look it up. It's not me. She kind of cut me off. She was very curt, rude, and said, well, I have to prove it. I said, well, I really shouldn't have to. You should just, you're referencing the license plate number, and here's a plate number that, is not registered to me. It never has been. This was an administrator of the Good to Go office. Oh, she instructed me to go to the DOL. So I did. I went to the DOL, contacted them again. So now the process is growing. Either the next day or the day after, I went down to the DOL or the Good to Go office with my documentation. So I have the proof. And, again, big line to get through, waited. She said, no problem, I'll take care of it. Any other correspondence that comes your way, ignore it. And, not too distant future, I have some documents. I think it was in January, I received another notice. And now it's up to not just being reimbursed for the bridge fare, but now there's a penalty attached to it. The first notice was for just the bridge fare, $6. Now it's $26. Here's a notice, but Tanya told me to ignore the any future notices. You'll probably get notices. Ignore them. Okay, so I ignored. About 3 weeks ago, thereabouts, I received now a civil penalty. Now it's a civil penalty, and it's up to $146. And I wasn't going to ignore this one now. Well, anyway, finally I did get in touch with somebody, and he was actually a very nice gentleman. Told me to send your documentation that you have, which was the proof of sale and the civil penalty notice and an explanation. So now, I was typing out this explanation and sent it to the address and didn't hear anything. The following week, well then, I sent it again and, did this get resolved? I'd like to have some confirmation. Didn't hear a word. And then, of course, Adam with the News Tribune called them up, and as soon as he did, must have been within minutes, because we just had a little email correspondence. I took the dog down for a walk, and probably within an hour, I'm receiving a call now from the Good to Go office. And she's apologetic. She offers me this explanation that is totally implausible for why it happened. Something to do with an out-of-state plate that had my name on it, which I can't see how, with having been here 25 years. But when you sit down with somebody and you have all the documentation, you have a very sound argument, something that should be so simple to take care of, it's beyond frustration. And it's a sad commentary on where we are today.